Hello and welcome to the conclusion of the 2021 Disc Golf Pro Tour, round 4, back 9 of the Green Mountain Championship. We have Chris Dickerson playing some lights out disc golf. Jeremy Koling, Paul Ulibarri. Paul, look at that score right there.
40 under, 33, 28, 22. Chris Dickerson is in complete control. Bogey free for the tournament. That's mind-blowing. And if he can keep that streak up, that's the best tournament I've ever heard of.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, if Chris Dickerson shoots around 10 under, if he gets 4 down the back 9, I mean, that would just be
bogey free.
And if he does it bogey free, yeah, I would have to agree. I think we might be seeing one of the best played tournaments in recent memory. Hole 10, par 3, 315 feet. This is a very easy hole. Third easiest on the course. Chris is going to go with his H2. H1.
Sidearm hyzer. Looks perfect.
Okay, so.
Dropping dart.
That's going to get him to 41.
I wanted to say chip hyzer so bad.
You can say the word chip. I think if people have a hard time hearing it, we're already on mute on so many people's TVs, so it doesn't really matter.
That's really true. This one needs to get down.
This is looking very similar to the mistake he made in round 2, but this time does not go OB. Not quite committing to as wide of a line as he needs to here. This is a tough shot for Andrew, going backhand turnover.
Is it?
Oh, not really looking that tough at all. That's beautiful. Dude is a gamer, and he's holding on to third place right now. He's got one shot on Macbeth, and then there's kind of a pretty decent gap between him and Andrew Marweed right now for that 5th spot.
He's kind of a straight shooter. He doesn't drift very far from left to right. He kind of just throws it straight. Simple game, just on a couple different angles.
Ricky, that's going to come up just a bit low of the hole, but that's perfectly fine. Pretty traditional looking Ricky Wysocki round where it's just a ton of birdies, a few bogeys sprinkled in, and not many pars.
Matteo a bit off on that one. That wasn't a typical stroke from him. Tough uphill putt. A little bit windy. Probably got in his head a little bit. Ricky back on track with a birdie.
Yeah, Matteo's referring to the bogey he took here on round 2 and now the par. This is certainly a hole that you're going to see most players at that 1 to 2 under. But when 63% of the field is birdieing it, you certainly feel like you're losing a lot. If you're not getting yourself close or inside the circle on hole 10, doesn't feel good. Hole 11, par 4, 600 feet. You want to miss this tree on the right side, just keeping it straight with a backhand for as long as possible. Otherwise, if you throw too much hyzer, you're going to go be left. But you want to bite off as much distance as you can at the same time, because this approach is to a blind basket with a lot of very precariously placed trees. And the closer you get to this gap, it helps so much. This needs to get down. This needs to get down.
I think it's far enough.
This needs to get down. Oh, boy.
Okay, you can get up, and I'm just worried about the bogey, bogey scenario.
I'm with you there, dude. I'm with you 100%. And that's got to be OB by less than the width of a disc.
Totally.
I think it's funny. I just said, oh boy. I actually had a friend ask me what OB stood for, the person I was introducing disc golf to, and they thought it stood for oh boy, which in many ways is true.
This is smacked.
Oh boy, is it.
Yeah, not anywhere near OB, and a jump putt.
That's true.
And a jump putt to the hole.
Maybe the first person ever looking at the basket in 2.
Well, I played with Drew Gibson one year who threw it in down there into the green.
Okay, so maybe
because
not the
people
first.
can't go Anheuser, and if he can get there with Heiser,
sure.
people are able to just crash it in there, which I'm surprised more people don't do that. Honestly,
it's the best drive I've ever seen. That's certainly the case. Andrew, you can see how much more difficult this is from this far back, but this is really nice angle. Did that stay clean all the way up there? Wow, what a shot that was. Moment of truth.
Oh
gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
OB.
What?
No way.
He was... How? I did not know it was that close.
That's close. Not a lot of people go over there because of the hyzer coming in. I've never even really seen it pin high OB.
It ends.
Yeah. I'm very confused right now as well.
And the way that
it's sad. Very sad.
Easiest birdie ever now for Ricky, but he's thrown 2 great shots. Oh, just off by a hair on both of them. Probably no more than a disc width combined with the 2 shots. Man, that really hurts to see. And, of course, a solid putt to save the 5. I think he's so tuned in, I don't even think that he knows that was some sort of bogey-free streak coming to an end.
He doesn't care. He's trying to win the tournament.
Yeah, right.
Thanks, brother.
I just want history to be made.
Yeah.
It's either an eagle or a par if I ran that.
Hole 12, par 4, 700 feet. This is always a very tricky one. You want to get it out left, but you want to avoid those trees on the left side. Excuse me. You also want to get a lot of distance because this approach plays pretty far on the second shot. It's a slight bit uphill. And you also, if you don't put yourself in the perfect position, your angle for your throw is usually compromised by the tree line. If this doesn't start hurrying left.
I think it's perfect. Oh, no skip, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, normally with a little... Yeah, he did kind of drift that from left to right at the beginning, and then he didn't get that power skip from the spin at the end.
Turn. Sit. Sit.
So if this is past the tree line, he's going to like it. Yeah, he's going to love it. And that's going to be... He can choose any shot shape he wants now from being past those trees and that far left. Presnell is going to have to go with a Anheuser backhand. Poor glasses.
Thank you.
That's pretty ideal, though. That's kind of what you're looking for. Not a ton of distance. He still has another 70 feet he could go to push that OB line long, but pretty safe shot.
Far enough left, but pretty far shot from there. That's going to play 420, 430 into the green.
Mm-hmm. And just like that, you know, Chris had that big lead, but it's right back to where it started at 5 shots.
Ooh, that little tickle didn't help.
It certainly did not.
Yeah, that kept him from being 25, 30 feet, I bet.
And with Ricky in perfect position, Ricky could potentially, for the first time in the round, be within 4 strokes of the lead.
That's doable from over there. That's your common mistake, is to hyzer out a bit, end up with that 60-footer down the hill.
Extreme angle, good height, not quite enough height, but good angle.
Yeah, the angle is brilliant.
I think the disc selection was even great too, just did not quite get it high enough. That's beautiful.
Needs to slow down.
Oh. I am confused by that. I thought it was heading right towards the pin.
Ridiculous.
60. All right, good par.
So what, Ricky's 45?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
And that's just like one of those moments. He should have been out of bounds. He catches a good reaction off of the trees.
Oh, gosh.
And great players like Ricky, like, they take advantage of their good breaks.
The course giveth and Ricky taketh. That's the way it goes when you show a little bit of light to Ricky Wysocki. And don't look now, we kind of have a ball game once again. 4 shots separate Chris Dickerson into charging Ricky Wysocki as we move to hole 13. Par 3, 360 feet, blind downhill hyzer. Second easiest hole in the course. This has got to be a birdie.
Don't hit anything.
And I think it's going to be a birdie. That's about
Thank you.
as close as much as you draw it up as you can. That's beautiful.
Looks great.
Sure does. It's going to roll just a bit closer than Rick's even. I think a lot of players on tour kind of have their own little tweaks as far as their form that is all kind of based off the same concepts. Look at that, Matteo even closer. Except for Presnell and Matteo. Like, these two guys have something that's going for them that you don't see anyone else throw or putt or do anything that these guys do in disc golf like them.
Totally.
Like, Chris Dickerson's form is pretty simple. You know, you could teach that to anyone as far as the fundamentals. You're just going to keep getting closer each person.
Yeah, you
Almost.
Yeah, exactly. Simple reach back, great run up, good timing. Ricky, kind of the same.
Yep.
A couple little tweaks in the way they pull back, pull through, follow through, different things like that. But try to throw like Brez and Matteo. Like, it's a fun thing to try because you can do it, but your body doesn't work like theirs.
Yep. We're all built a little different. And like, if you try to go throw like Ricky Wysocki in the field, good luck. The guy's a physical specimen.
Yeah, you'd probably be able to do it. It's just not going to go 700.
Yeah, exactly. He throws so far.
He legitimately on the course can throw 700 feet. That's real.
Ugh. That's gross. Starframe, excuse me. edgediscgolf.org. Go check them out. If you guys don't know about them yet, they're doing great things for teaching disc golf to the youngsters. We appreciate them. Every Starframe, $25 goes to them. Hole 14, 315 uphill. Just a bunch of trees in the way. The best access is this wide hyzer. And that's going to roll up to 24 feet. Ricky Wysocki, folks, is on fire. That's for 5 in a row. Not a single par in sight at this point.
I want these guys to stay away from the trees on the right. Prez. Okay.
The trees on the right are dangerous, but it's the most open access to the screen. So it's one of those risk-reward scenarios. Matteo's going to take that risk-reward chance and see how it plays out.
Ant bed?
Kind of a dead skip.
Yeah. Might have been a good thing.
I think I found that.
I feel like Chris is going to go right at it.
Oh, that's got to get leaky. it looks like that's a par.
Yeah, and I think maybe those trees were in his head, and he kind of knew the consequences of going out wide.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. Now that's really scary. You know, you miss that comebacker, Ricky makes his, and it's a 2-stroke game. Definitely did not need to see that putter skip off the rim and go another 25 feet. Okay, Matteo. First down.
Ball. Thank you.
And he feels it. He understands. He knows that putt goes in. Like you said before, this is match play now. Ricky's just trying to whittle away one at a time. And he's only going to get one here because Chris is robotic.
He's not missing that one.
It is hard to get in the head of a mechanized machine like Chris Dickerson. He is
well oiled.
Yeah, well oiled and just so routine. He is so routine based. He goes through the motions on every putt, really puts himself in the same mind frame in every single shot. That way there's no more weight on anyone than any other shot. So
the update they gave him coming into this week, I mean, that was nice.
Chris Dickerson 3.4 is the best version of Chris we've seen yet.
Oh, you serious?
Ricky with that momentum lets it slip inside right. That is a dangerous place to be. It is hard to save par.
Yeah, that's bogey territory. I'd be impressed to see him get from there within 40, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with that. Matteo not quite beating that last inside row of trees. That'll be about 80 feet away.
Flippiest disc, maybe, that he has. Oh, catches a tree and sayonara.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Tough par from over there as well.
And I just don't think he can win anymore.
What a great performance so far from
no kidding.
From him, though.
Oh, look at this thing flipping up the whole way. Oh, just a bit too much. And that could have essentially hammered the door shut if he parks that. Let's see what Ricky has here. Eesh. Yeah, I mean, there's just no real lane.
That's tough from there.
Yep. But 16, 17, 18, that is the great finishing stretch that we have coming up here where really anything can happen. I still don't even think with the bogey here, if Chris does not make his putt for birdie, I think Ricky could still potentially be in it.
It would take a pretty big mistake.
Matteo!
Oh, deep.
Let's go, dude. Wow.
Back-to-back jump putts from Matteo. Look at the way this thing catches. This is full flight. I think that this is as far as he can putt.
That's awesome. He throws it up. Big putt for Chris, and that's kind of just a soft run. And if you're whoa, just off the side for bogey. If you're wondering where Matteo's houndstooth Bear Bryant themed hat is, I don't know if you saw this story or not, but last week he's sitting there on the green. A bunch of people say, Matteo, congratulations, great performance at Maple Hill. And then one girl says, Matteo, I love your hat. And like probably 12 years old or younger. Matteo takes his hat off his head and throws the hat to the little girl. And it just melted my heart when I saw that.
No, that's a beautiful story.
Matteo, man for the people, giving them what they want with big putts and big personality. Here it is, the final three. Chris Dickerson. If he gets through 16 clean, I think he can coast his way. 17's got some danger. 18 has a lot of danger, but 16 this is the one that's the most dangerous in my opinion. The second hardest hole on the course, par 4, 700 feet. You have to keep it straight off the tee. You want to get 300 feet just to set yourself up for an easy opportunity to just pitch out the gap and take your par.
2-iron stinger?
2-iron stinger. Wow, that is looking fantastic. If that had hyzered up the hill, it would be A++, but staying down the hill to the right is okay, but it's just going to pinch that angle on the second shot just a bit. Okay.
I feel like that's it.
That's what he needed to do.
From there, it's 200 out of the gap. Take par. Coast your way to victory. Ricky with a rock.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, look at this skip. Oh, it's so good.
Rock.
So good.
Rock, man.
Yeah.
It's where drivers go.
And that's really important that you landed there because the footing is actually really nice. There's so many places on this fairway. Look at the shape. Oh,
look at this drifty.
beautiful.
Look at that drifty little fella.
Bad reaction a bit. But you can see there's a ton of roots here, but just short of that tee box, there's even more roots. And if you throw a great shot, you end up in the place you want. You don't really have good footing. But Ricky's going to have great footing where he is.
I like this play. Just get mid-range, turn it over, get up.
Get out of the... That's
a
good.
horrible mistake.
That's not good.
And that, honestly, depending on where he went out of bounds,
Yeah.
Matteo doing the
So this whole
same.
left side's safe. So really all Chris has to do is just clear that little lake area. I mean, not lake, but that little fake river area.
He just needed the height.
Look where Ricky's drive got him to. Oh, my goodness.
Goes really wide. This needs to come back. Where is this?
In the circle is where it is.
He knows what just happened, too.
Whoa.
Can't believe what I just saw.
You know,
He just gets up and down, though. He still has 2. That's plenty.
Chris doesn't even need to...
No panic necessary.
Well, he didn't even need to go out the gap on his shot. He could have just laid up to the mouth and it's
We're
just a
all
simple
trying
hyzer.
to go outside the gap.
Yeah, we are.
There's no person ever.
Our ego just kind of gets in the way a bit. But
That's short. That's short.
That's really short.
That's outside the circle, Jerm.
No.
What? Chris is now putting for bogey from 40 feet. He is going to take a double bogey. And what once was safe and assured is anything but Ricky Wysocki inside the circle putt coming up for birdie and to take a 4-shot deficit to just 1.
He's still got to make it. 30 feet.
Let's go.
Come on.
Yeah.
You knew Ricky Wysocki's making that putt.
I
He hasn't had a par
I
since
don't
hole
know.
3. He hasn't had a par since hole 3,
That's
Paul.
a tough putt.
He
That's
hasn't had a
circle's
par since
edge.
hole 3, Paul.
It's a headwind.
He's had 1 par all round. Ricky does not know the definition of par. He doesn't know. He doesn't do it anymore. Look at the last rounds he's been on Jomez. I would imagine he has less than 5 pars in his last 3 rounds on Jomez. And that's probably not true, but
Goes for everything.
wow.
I'm Paul Ulibarri with today's Bushnell hole breakdown. You can find the Edge Disc Golf Rangefinder at the link in the description. Hole 17 is a basic hyzer, but make sure your speed's right. Rollaways happen, and you don't want a long putt on this high-rise basket to end your round. Let's see how it plays out.
That's basically it. Get the height right, angle right, and it's going to filter towards the basket. Just don't overdo it and power it too far. This has a lot of height, but this is a very stable disc.
Yeah, Champion Max.
And that looks good. Just past the basket. Okay.
There it is.
There's a little pressure. I can't believe it's a one-stroke ball game. He had 7.
So suddenly that 40 underscore that we could have given you early on looks pretty good. Who would have thought, with Chris being 41 under through hole 10, that we could be in this position right here?
Not even Ricky. Promise you that.
Yeah, Ricky was, I think he had come to terms with it. Sit.
This is just a tough putt from there. Uphill, tailwind, can't jump. Terrifying. Huge moment.
He heard the claps. He knows Rick's close. He's got to put this one close. Okay, he puts a foot away from the boards.
That deserves a follow flight because this is just calm the nerves, hit the line.
Chris Dickerson, 3.4, man.
Great touch, great reaction.
He's faster and stronger than ever before.
Hole 18 is a bruiser, though.
Yep. Fates. Whoa. So Andrew Presnell taking a look at the leaderboard, knowing that he has Macbeth by 1 stroke.
And he's 8 back with 1 to go.
Yes, exactly. And he understands his position. He's trying to get that podium finish.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
1 par this round. Well, I didn't think it'd be coming down to the final hole, and it is. The final hole of the Disc Golf Pro Tour Championship, or of the season, and Chris Dickerson has a 1-shot lead over the charging Ricky Wysocki, who is in first place in the Disc Golf Pro Tour points. An incredible season for both of these guys. Chris is trying to win this tournament and potentially jump into the final round buys, but it comes down to this right here. This is just blasted.
Drop, please. Drop.
That is so impressive. That's a chip shot, everybody, into the green. That's a pig chip shot from there.
Wow. What a shot. What high level from these two guys. My goodness.
This needs to get down.
Yeah, this is in trouble. Get down.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
He catches the good flip.
Oh my gosh. There's no way that stays in.
Oh my goodness.
How did that just stay in bounds?
I've never seen one stay in that far left, really, that far down the fairway.
It jumped backwards. The disc literally just jumped backwards. Chris Dickerson.
And that gives him a wide open.
Look at that. That's what happens on this hole.
Yeah, that gives him a wide open sidearm hyzer.
You want to be as far left as you can. If you like the forehand approach, that's the place to be. He's in a great spot now.
Sit down.
And this is even in danger of going OB. This looked a lot better out of the hand in my eyes. And it still made its way OB left. Chris just had that height. Allow the disc to just spike down as opposed to skip.
Yeah, ran out of speed.
So Andrew, he's going to need to make that putt if he wants to hold off Macbeth, who birdied the last hole.
Kind of a good little moment for Chris right here. He can watch Mattio's flight, get a nice win read. So this could be important as well. Get the distance right.
Beautiful.
That's helpful.
Very helpful. So it comes down to this. Chris Dickerson, a shot away from securing the title if he can put this close. He's going with his trusty H1.
Go. Oh.
He's
All right, Ricky's so far up there that he's got to make this.
This could be a Conrad 2.0 moment.
Didn't turn it. And you can tell he's ripping at it.
Yeah. Oh, did he? That's going to roll back OB. Wow. What a chase. What an incredible way to finish
Ricky's a savage.
this season. The guy just never really quit. And wow. That's all I can say. So that's going to be a little bit low, and Ricky's still going to finish the round with only one par all the way back on hole 3. Chris, your champion, 3 total strokes above par all week. He finishes at 41 under par. What an impressive display all week.
41 under par.
That doesn't compute. It does not.
Not in his update.
That's a new. Even with those 3 over par strokes, I still think it's
Dickerson!
one of the most impressive tournament wins we've seen.
Absolutely.
Chris, what a wild ride of a final round. You've made it to the end of the road here after coming down to 1 stroke on 18. Tell us, what is the relief? What is the emotion? What are you feeling right now?
So it's a pretty big relief considering what I did on 18 last year. So it's good to go birdie this year.
Tell us about that experience last year. Was it a 7?
I don't know. It's been so long I couldn't tell you exactly, but it wasn't good.
18 is a harrowing hole. Standing on the tee box, what did it feel like? And that disc danced on the OB line.
It did, yeah. It landed probably 10 feet in. I threw it kind of high, so hoping it would spike, and then it tried to roll out. 18 makes for some good drama.
You produced amazing drama down the stretch.
I know at one point I think I had a 7-stroke lead. I think it was either 6 or 7, but yeah, Ricky worked his way back. He played great, and I had a few holes where I just, messed up basically.
Well, you've gotten the huge wins before. You're 2-time Disc Golf Tour champion. You have won the USDGC. This is actually your first regular season win. Was that on your mind?
It's a big win. Like you said, yeah, I won the Pro Tour twice and the USDGC. Those are like postseason. I think we'd all consider. So yeah, regular season feels great to finally get one.
You've moved up near the top 8 in the Pro Tour Championship standings. That's the next big Pro Tour on the docket. Being a 2-time champion, does this catapult you with confidence kind of into this home stretch?
Yeah, a little bit. Finally playing pretty good.
Coming down the stretch, you're going to your home state. How excited are you to play an MCO?
Feeling pretty good. Going home, there's no better place than home.
Chris Dickerson putting it all together at the right time. And as you heard Jeff Springs say, that catapults him into the top 8, which means he has buys as far as you can. And so that gives him a really good chance at becoming potentially a 3-time Disc Golf Pro Tour champion, with the Pro Tour Championships coming up in Charlotte, North Carolina on 2nd week in October. And there are our final standings. Chris Dickerson, Ricky Wysocki, 1st and 2nd. 8 clear Ricky is of 3rd place, which is a tie. Macbeth and Andrew Presnell. Incredible disc golf this week. I mean, 30 under par is a great score, and that was 11 back of the lead.
I think that this shows no lead is safe on the Pro Tour. Not even with the skills that Dickerson had. He still had to work for it on the last hole, and that's scary, but also that gives everybody hope in the whole field, really. I mean, the talent out there is just insane. Ricky had 1 par the whole day. That's how aggressive these players are playing. No lead safe, but Chris gets out of there and he gets his first Pro Tour win.
It's been a pleasure calling the season with you this year, Paul. We have another event coming up, the National Tour, the Music City Open, and then we've got the Disc Golf Pro Tour Championships. After that, we're saying goodbye, and we'll see you in 2022. Thank you to the Founders Club.